So,
I like it.
no, it's really cute. So, I asked him if he knew our wedding, so if he doesn't know it, he doesn't play it. He said, if you emailed me when you bought the tickets, he said I would have learned it. He said, that was one of his later ones. He said he didn't know. So, oh, wait, is Nancy in there? You want to put it on? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah. That's nice. We have to see when she retires. Yeah. That would be nice. It's right there. It's right in front of you.
This is a cute little place.
Yeah, and so, artists and stuff, celebrity artists, each week different. Muffins and stuff, and coffee and
She's grew up around.
yeah, although we all went to high school out in Radnor, like out by Archbishop Carroll. Right. Out that way. But, the coffee. Well, the beer's good.
Right. I can't get over how
Oh yeah.
They have Thompson. When it came out, I said, Tom, this is all Villanova.
They have built so much more than that. They built 3 or 4 residence halls, for the kids. And then years ago, when I was going to the Catholic school, they went to St. George. We weren't going to live on campus. They lived within 2 miles of Villanova.
Right. Yeah.
It used to be 75% was from the city.
Right.
Because there was no residential dorms. So, yeah, they done it a lot. The last 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
On the stage. He's on the stage. Are you in show business?
Sorry, I'm talking.
Oh, okay. Let me know. Let me know when the first show is at.
Joel. So, you're the only one that can make Bob smile. Remember, you may have to see. I'm going to tell him make him smile again. I got to show you. This is Joel Perrin.
Hi.
Joel's the photographer. This is Nancy.
Nancy?
Okay, when I did my student teaching in 1978, he was the 3rd grade teacher at Cooper.
Put your heads together.
Oh, okay. You guys get together? Okay. You must be here. I gotta show you the picture he took of Bob, because you know Bob hates having his picture.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And you got the greatest picture, Bob, so I've never had a picture like that. Yeah. And you sent it to me. I'll just show it to you. Are we all right? We good? All right.
I close my eyes.
Yeah, he's Bob can believe it. I'll just show you this picture. Bob said, I can't believe I've never taken a picture that good. Yeah, we did it like 10 times before the
We're going to do another one.
All right.
I know, you're never happy.
You weren't smiling.
All right. Okay. I'll smile.
All right.
Yes, I will email. You have my email, but I'll email you. I know you have 50 million emails. I gotta show this picture of Bob. He could not believe that.
Yeah. Because every time I do it, I always am like, oh, I forgot to do it. So then I've just been kicking myself, and then eventually I kind of.
All right, here. This is the picture you took of Bob, and I look at.
Look at that smile.
Right, and he doesn't smile. Is that a good picture of Bob or what? And he kept doing it. Because Bob didn't smile.
Yeah, I don't either.
And Bob's right. He's like, I can't believe you got that picture. Bob. Yeah, that's
Yeah, very
Joel,
nice.
I'm
he
telling
just took our. You see him in Atlantic City?
he's coming next month.
He's coming to Atlantic City next month. Too, he said.
I think so. It looks like him.
Remember how good that picture was? I told Joel, I said, he never smiled. Look at that picture.
Yeah.
I love that picture. I know, that was the best picture. So,
You better do a better picture of us tonight and we ain't coming back.
that was the best
You
picture.
expect me, I can't do better than that.
Terrible picture.
You expect me to have lightning strike twice?
Yeah. That was such a great picture, but he kept
Now
doing
you can
it.
do the four of us.
Yeah, but he just did the two of us. I have to be
And I never smile.
That's it, he doesn't either.
I mean, it's such a
That was a great picture. I'm gonna go pee. Yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
Conserving water. Did you notice a sign? Yeah. Well, actually, they had for a light flush, green, for a heavy flush.
right.
They have M&M's. The woke people are changing the colors of M&M's.
I'm all waxed and booted. I gotta make
Good.
Well, things change.
Get this here for you, Diamond.
Start. He said he's gonna learn it the next time. The song we're dancing to for the wedding is not one he knows. He's gonna learn it. He said, try it. It's called I Think I'm Gonna Love You.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, and the only reason he needs to do that one is because it's short. All the other ones that they went were like 3
Do they
minutes. It's like,
take requests?
Yeah, no. It's like 2 minutes. He's like, I can dance about that one. But it's such a good song. You see, if you Google it, you see the video with him and his wife. It's such a good video.
Is he here, Diane?
Yeah. So, right in the middle of the picture. Guy, yeah. Yeah, second guy.
It's not the same guy.
Yes.
Did you request the tickets?
I have to ask Tom if
Right now they're selling.
Selling?
I'm gonna text Jim.
Jim will take care of this. Yeah, it looks that way.
everybody turns it on. Yeah, it's
Excuse my back.
no, it's not a problem. Everybody turns it on.
Yeah, why?
Get him to take a picture.
Maybe I'll get on that side.
Whichever's easiest for you.
Is that okay?
There we go. You want it in a comfortable position.
And again, this time with eyes open. Chin down a little bit. You're looking right here. And the smile, please. Just one. Last one. Ah, that was a full blink. Which one? There's another blink. You gotta do this all night till you get it.
They were a great band. Joel, take one of the four of us when you have a chance. Joel, when you're done, Joel, will you do the four of us?
Smile. Where's that smile, lady? Come on. No, not the blink. The smile. What is it? Come on.
We're gonna get ready to fly.
How about me?
Start out with somebody to get. Oh, yeah, that was, yeah, that was the young one, yeah.
You guys really don't want to put it out. Wait.
That's what Joe was telling me.
Four of us? We're all back in the bathroom now. I don't know, can you do that? No, not good.
You two stand up behind.
Oh, okay.
Want me to stand? Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, you're up too.
You want me to stand up? That's just boring and stuff. Yeah, once that's well, I'd love to poke outside.
That's good. Now, you two come down just a little bit. Does anybody have any powder or something?
Praise Ed. It'll look like I'm a hunchback. I didn't go to Notre Dame either. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Leave it alone.
Leave it,
Quick, we
Tom.
have to do this
You
right
want to do
away.
this real quick?
Hurry. How's that?
Smile. Where you going? And again. Let's go. Quick.
I don't know.
Take
telling you, you don't know how good you did that time.
You wanna try the smile thing?
Hey,
Another one?
They yell
Come on,
at it.
hurry up before they
They
yell.
yell at it. Come on in. And the smile, guys. Goose that guy. Thank you.
We may have to put the other picture there.
I got all my teeth in too.
Thanks, Joel.
Boston, wasn't it?
I gotta show Tom the picture you got of the Bob. It's the only time I ever see Bob.
Good evening. Welcome to the Kelly Center here in Havertown, Pennsylvania, and to our streaming audience out there watching on the web. Hi, thanks for being here. My name is Paul Kelly from Kelly Music for Life, and we are live at the Kelly Center here in Havertown. Also live streaming on the Kelly Center YouTube and Facebook pages. If you know somebody that wasn't able to get here tonight, tell your family and friends they can tune in. Streaming links are at kellycenter.org. Kelly Music for Life is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our mission is to promote music, the arts, and community. If you are watching online, please make a donation to support our artists. Your online contributions also help sustain the Kelly Center. You can now use Venmo to donate. Venmo at Kelly4Music under the business tab. You can also use PayPal or credit card. Go to kellycenter.org and click contribute. Complimentary drinks, we got them. Beer, wine, seltzer, water, coffee, donations appreciated. I'll be at the bar this evening. I'd like to stop back and say hello. The New Avenue Cafe is what's inside here, the Kelly Center, now open every day, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., employing individuals with different abilities. There's also free live acoustic music every Saturday and Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Artist of the Month on the walls inside here, the Kelly Center, during the month of January is the artwork of Janine Kwozak's Haverford Middle School art students, and really neat stuff around the walls. Our event calendar is available for you to check out anytime you like at kellycenter.org. Major funding for the Kelly Center provided by Haverford Township Civic Council, the Radio Agency, JMC Fund, and the Connolly Foundation. If you'd like to support with a tax-deductible contribution, contact us at kellycenter.org. Joel Perlish is our house photographer. Photos from all our events are on the photo link on our website. Tonight, Brian is also assisting Joel, so smile when you see them making their way around the room. Our Kelly Center newsletter is available at kellycenter.org. Just scroll to the bottom of the page. In 2022, we welcome WXPN to the Kelly Center with 2 shows just announced. WXPN welcomes Christine Havrilla, March 19th, and WXPN welcomes the Deb Callahan Band to the Kelly Center on April 9th. Tonight, we have an author, a vocalist, a drummer, and recording artist who sings and swings the Frank Sinatra songbook and tells the backstories behind the man and his music. This is what Frank Sinatra himself had to say to tonight's performer. Quote, "It is quite obvious you are an educated student of American popular music, and your knowledge of some marvelous and memorable years in America's musical history is truly impressive. Your warm words supporting my music and my efforts as a musician honor me and touched me deeply," end quote. Featuring James Del Orphis on piano and Bruce Kaminsky on bass, please welcome to the Kelly Center stage in Havertown, Pennsylvania, Bruce Klauber.
Is it an earthquake? Simply a shock? Is it that fine turtle soup, or is it merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Is visited long, at long last love. Is it an earthquake? Simply a shock. Is it that fine turtle soup, or merely a mock? Is it a cocktail? This feeling of joy is what I feel. The real McCoy. Is it for all time? Simply a lark. Is it granite I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Is it long? Is it long? Is it long? Is it long last long? Oh, we can do a little better than that, can't we? Yeah, but it's got to be like fancy, because this is the Kelly Center here. This is not the main point. Try it again. I've got the world on a string, and I'm sitting on the rainbow. I've got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Got a song I sing, I can make that ring go anytime I use my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a wonderful thing, as long as I'm using that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let her go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on the rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Mr. James Del Olifici at the piano. Jimmy. There is only one, Bruce Kaminsky. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a marvelous thing, as long as I'm using that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let her go. I've got the world Kelly Center. Thank you so much for coming on a freezing night in the middle of a pandemic. But really, we all thank you for being here. We have to get out now and then, and I'm glad that you've come out to hear us. I'd like you to meet two wonderful friends and wonderful artists. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here. In all seriousness, on piano, these gentlemen are original, versatile players, and they cannot be mistaken for any other. There is only one, Mr. James Dell'Artifici on the piano. And on the bass, we talk these days a lot about world music, and I like to always say that this gentleman was one of the pioneers of every kind of ethnic music you can imagine, except the type we're playing tonight. Professor of music at Drexel University, my dear friend Mr. Bruce Kaminsky on the bass. And just to tell you a brief bit about me, what I'm doing here, why I do this, I have worked informally for the offices of the late Mr. Sinatra since the mid-'80s, in a sense where I was a filmmaker, did the motion pictures on the life and music of Buddy Rich, which Mr. Sinatra helped us with, and not too long ago, we had the great and good fortune to bring his granddaughter, A.J. Lambert, the daughter of Nancy, with a laughing face. We brought in A.J. Lambert in concert in the Philadelphia area, which I would love to bring her here. It would be just fabulous. And Mr. Sinatra was so good to me through the years, I decided that when the time came, I would use whatever little talent I had to pay him back and do the kind of the jazz side of what he was up to. And he did a lot of jazz. And here's one of the things that's kind of jazzier. Day by day. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. And day by day, my love seems to grow. There isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day, you're making all my dreams come true. And come what may, I want you to know that I am yours alone, and I'm in love to stay as we go through the years, day by day. That's a summer bass playing. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. Day by day, my love seems to grow. There isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day, you're making all my dreams come true. And come what may, I want you to know that I am yours alone, and I'm in love to stay as we go through the years, as we go through the years, as we go through the years, day by day. Day by day, day by day. about some things that were actually requested to me before we went on. This is probably one of the two most requested songs that we do. And I first heard this in 1967 when Frank Sinatra came to Convention Hall. Anybody remember Convention Hall? You were there? Okay. I want to talk to you about that. My seats were awful. My brother informed me, I was about 14 years old. He said, we're going to a show tonight at Convention Hall, and you are to wear a tie and jacket. And I said, it's a basketball stadium. He says, tonight you wear a tie and jacket. We are seeing Buddy Rich and his orchestra, Pat Henry, Brazil, Sergio Mendes, and Brazil 66, and Frank Sinatra. And I had heard of everybody except Frank Sinatra. But what I do know is when this man walked out on the stage, bolts of electricity went through you. I have not felt that way before or since, until of course I met Jimmy and Bruce. Summer of 1967, Convention Hall. This had just been recorded. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, the days and nights, they went flying by. The world was new beneath the bright blue umbrella sky, and softer than Piper Man, one day it called to you. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn wind and the winter wind, they have come and gone. And still the days, the lonely days, they go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullaby through all the nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind, warm summer wind, the summer wind. I like that song. That was in a movie called The Pope of Greenwich Village. Somebody remembers that? Was that Norm Manno?
That was Norman.
Norm was started. Just one of those things. This is from one of the early Capitol records that Mr. Sinatra did. I believe it was called Songs for Swingin' Lovers. And he was lucky enough on that record to have some accompaniment by one of the great vibraphone players of all time, Red Norvo. We're going to try it. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we thought of it about the end of it, when we started naming the town, we'd have been aware was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and I'm in. Here's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Go ahead, Jimmy. If we thought of it, about the end of it, when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair, it was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, goodbye, farewell, and amen. Here's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. One of those things. It was. Thank you. Thank you. For very selfish reasons, because I want to listen to these guys, I'm going to turn the stage over for, yes, we timed it to the second, Jimmy, to the second. We're going to feature James and Bruce on your doing, oh yes. This is a composer that, with our jazz trio, when I'm playing drums, we've been doing a lot of the music of the late great Bud Powell. And for those who don't know, in terms of jazz, Bud Powell was to the piano what Charlie Parker was to the alto saxophone in jazz. And interestingly, as we tie it into Mr. Sinatra was a wonderful supporter and lover of jazz. He signed Bud Powell to his record label, Reprise. Here's Jimmy and Bruce, and this is I'll Keep Loving You. Yes. Yes, sir. That's some beautiful music. That is some beautiful music. We want to let you know before we continue that we are streaming worldwide. So for those of you in cyberspace, you can contribute if you so desire. I know I would. If I were out there and I was listening to me, I would say, heck, let's give this kid some bread. Anyway, you can contribute with Venmo at Kelly4, the number 4 for music. And we hope you're enjoying it out there. We hope you're enjoying it in here. This is a song that is an interesting story. When Mr. Sinatra was buried, his gravestone read, among other things, "The best is yet to come." However, the daughters, Tina and Nancy, were none too thrilled with what that said. So they waited until the widow, Barbara Sinatra, passed away, and then they changed it. Yes, and it says, proud father and husband. They took off "The best is yet to come." But that did not deter us, because we're singing the song anyway. Out up the tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started into hum. Still, it's a real good bet. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up is underway. Wait till our lips have met. Wait till you see the sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come, babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine. I'm gonna teach you to fly. We've only tasted the wine. We're gonna drain that cup dry. Wait till your charms are right for these arms to surround. You think you've flown before, baby, you ain't left the ground. Wait till you're locked in my embrace. Wait till I draw you near. Wait till you see the sunshine place. Nothing like it here. The best is yet to come, babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come. had a request for this when we did our last show, which was in Atlantic City. We get the greatest bookings in December in Atlantic City yet. Somebody requested a song called "It's a Very Good Year," and I looked into this song, and it has a very interesting backstory for two reasons. Number one, this was recorded originally by a group called the Kingston Trio. And it's probably the only folk group that was not at the Main Point. And Mr. Sinatra heard it on the radio and thought it was so marvelous that he appropriated it for himself, which tied into the fact that the year that this was recorded by him, 1965, was his 50th birthday. And as I remember it, this was a worldwide event for celebration, all kinds of promotional tie-ins, and it came out on a record, as a matter of fact, called September of My Years. And it's a beautiful song, and I love what the guys have done with it. But I got to tell you what I found out also. 3 years after Mr. Sinatra recorded it, the definitive version was recorded by William Shatner, also known as Captain James Tiberius Kirk. And evidently, the day he recorded it, he might have had one too many dilithium crystals. This is our version of "It's a Very Good Year." When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green. When I was 17, when I was 21, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for city girls who lived up the stair with all that perfumed hair. And it came undone when I was 21. When I was 35, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for blue-blooded girls of independent means. We'd ride in limousines. Their chauffeurs would drive. When I was 35, the days are short. I'm in the autumn of the year, and now I think of my life like vintage wine from fine old kegs, from the brim to the dregs. It poured sweet and clear. It was a very, very good year. A very good year. Thank you. Gentlemen, isn't that beautiful? These guys play so beautifully. Once again, Mr. Bruce Kaminsky on bass, James Delora featuring. I'll tell you, Captain Kirk would be thrilled. He would go up in the rocket again. This is the second most requested song that we have. Speaking of outer space and the moon. Is this me? This means I come in now? Okay. Soon? Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Why don't you fill my heart with song? Let me sing forevermore. Because you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, ba ba ba, I love you. Thank you. They must have heard me do it. It's a very good year. Looking for the Klingons and the dilithium crystals. Captain, I'm giving it all I've got. Mr. Sinatra in concert would do this as one of the songs he always did, and he always would say, this is one we can never leave out. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Well, I've tried I've tried not to give in. I said to myself, this affair, it never will go so well. So why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. Well, I'd sacrificed anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice. It comes in the night, it repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, there's no way to win. Why not use your mentality? Wake up, get up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you my skin. Here comes the 19-piece orchestra. Once again, Mr. James Dell'Ortificio on the piano, Mr. Bruce Kaminsky on the bass. My name is Bruce Klauber, and in a couple of short seconds, we're going to take a brief intermission so you can avail yourself of all the goodies that we have here at the Kelly Center. But until then, I want you to remember the following words. Remember these. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice. It comes in the night, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats. Don't you know, you fool, you got no way to win. Why not use your mentality? I wake up, get up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. That's Xavier Cugat's second cousin, Under My Skin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Bruce Klauber, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Kaminsky and James Dell'Ortificio. We're going to take a little break and give you a chance to get up and stretch your legs. I'm Tom Kelly. Thank you for being here tonight. If you're watching online, please make a donation to benefit the performers and the Kelly Center. You can Venmo at Kelly4Music, the number 4 Music, under the business tab. You can also use PayPal or a credit card. Go to kellycenter.org and click contribute. In the notes, please type Bruce Klauber so we know why you're contributing. We have complimentary wine, beer, seltzer, coffee, and water in the back. Paul Kelly is back there pouring it now. Restrooms are in the hallway. There's 2 of them. Take your pick. After a brief intermission, we will be right back with more of Bruce Klauber Swings Sinatra. Thank you for being here.
It's only 2-piece, right? I always like the side notes about stuff when he's talking about the family.
That's inside stuff.
I like Bongino though. Oh, he's blunt. He is so blunt, yeah. Well, he's blunt. Look at all this, jobs he's done, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know who I should give this to, but I hate when you walk in.
Monday, Monday short.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
It's not bad. Nice up Wednesday. All right, of course, so you not only got yourself ready to go.
Once, you know what happened?
Once you make that decision,
I was literally ready to leave the Friday.
once you make a decision, once you make that decision, I've had it. Yeah, it's not part of your life. And you said, you never been going on.
And you're going to, things are changing on the business. Opening this big store. You know, it's, I don't want to be in charge of this. I just don't like it. You know, after 50 years of working there, I don't want to end up shot dead.
Yeah, that's the idea, I guess, to try to show yeah, but yeah. No, they give it to
I don't want anything. Now with everything that's happening, I don't want anything to do.
Somebody gets rented out, or somebody gets inside there to do it.
You know what I would do?
It's not worth it.
I mean, the world's just like this. I don't want to carry it. I don't even know how to use the freaking word without the permit.
Neither do you. You gotta learn how to use them.
If we could have 2 months without nothing going on,
You know, I'm thinking when I retire, I'm going to go to a gun range.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should. We should do that too.
Yeah. I got a gun.
I mean, what good is
I
it?
had to tough it up. I had to put gloves on to open the pull the trigger back, pull it back, put the bullets in.
talking to Mike Murphy yesterday, his kids bought tickets to see them in school. And Mike says, I brought 2 guns. One here and one there.
And I don't want to go out like that.
I'd be afraid I'd shoot
He bought 2
myself.
guns for us.
I'd be afraid I'd shoot myself.
And believe me, he's the first seafood gun done. He was fired.
on the website, I get a tiny tagline that everybody can see, but
Kids, yeah, middle school. Yeah.
yeah, I guess, yeah. And they announced my name as a yeah, I'm a junior at Howard. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not good at Howard. I don't know. I like to see official, like, that's kind of
Oh, gosh, stop.
yeah.
I'm already out of that court today.
You are?
Tennessee did send the ball to 3 times.
So who won that game?
Cincinnati played field goal.
Cincinnati, Tennessee.
Was that today?
Have a great day.
And go through 3 interceptions, threw a late interception, and Tennessee was driving.
Green Bay playing tonight?
Tonight? Just started. That's the second half when I got home.
Especially when they play there in the snow, 2 degrees. They're playing San Francisco, who's used to the heat. You know, it's a definite advantage playing in that cold. The snow. They're the games I enjoy. I love to see them in the snow, rain, yeah. While you're in a nice warm house.
Fun to watch the thing now. That's
And then the Super Bowl's the second weekend of the because there's extra games or something, whatever they did.
I thought maybe it's something to do with
Those
the
wild
Olympics.
card games.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably the reason. But I want to tell you something. Harris doesn't mean nothing. This sports they make so much. See, that's something I would never start. I would never start gambling on my
Advertising on TV
can't play dance doing that. You get caught up in it. I want to go to the casino where I can control what I'm doing.
what? Yeah.
And I
You know
don't want
when you
anything to
know
do
when you
with
want
it.
to quit. Yeah, so it's easy.
Yeah, I
You get down to the casino for 2 or 3 days, and you don't know what's happening in the world unless you
and
turn
that
around.
part of it's good.
Yeah.
It is. You don't need to see daylight.
Get away from it.
That's true.
I've never heard it. I've heard it many times. And I've never heard it sound better.
Unless Nancy gets full. Who else died?
And it's getting scary. And I went,
Don't catch
it's
the
time.
nuance.
I don't want to die at my best. I'm sorry. That's what's going to happen. Like in the store, when I handle all that, I went, you know what? I don't like what's going on in the
Couple months ago.
And then the time things off, I would
Do you have the piano or do you have a guitar player?
Well, he had guitar bass, he also had saxophone player.
Bruce plays the
He shot his fiancée
and then killed himself.
and then killed himself.
piano player.
I never thought of killing myself. On my worst day, and teenagers have bad days. Yeah. That's more normal. That's more normal. It's like, it's let me say when I was in first grade, if a non-content teacher would come up to me and say, Nancy, do you feel like you have today or a boy? I would have said I tried to be a boy because my brothers could do things I didn't want to do. Not because I felt biologically like a boy.
So then they would have made that innocent.
And that's what's
They would
happening.
have taken that.
I done it strictly from the fact that they could do what I couldn't do. Because we were raised differently
And
back
they don't
then.
know what they're going to do when they ask those questions.
They don't know. You're 5 years old. What do you know about your section of the
All right.
What's going on?
This is disturbing. The parents have, let me tell you something. My father's rolled over in his grave because no one would have told him what to do with his kids. I want to tell you, he would have went into school after everybody. You don't tell me what to do with my kids, they're my kids. Why would you go into it?
So what are you going to do? How are you going to teach these kids?
Welcome back to the Kelly Center. We are ready to start set number 2. Please welcome him back to the stage, Bruce Klauber.
Thank you. We're going to start with something that Mr. Sinatra did at Madison Square Garden, 1974. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold.
You sound better than some.
The only exception I know is a case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui. And I suddenly turned and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne, mere alcohol, it doesn't move me at all. So tell me, why should it be true? 'Cause I get a kick out of you. Some like the bop type refrain. I'm sure that if I heard even one riff, it would bore me terrifically too. However, I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to see that you obviously you do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. 'Cause I get a kick out of you. Come and see us. Not in any particular order, because there's only two of them, so you're dead either way. A gentleman who comes wherever we are and appropriates my entire show when he does his own. Seriously, he's a wonderful cello player and a singer and a piano player and a supporter of all good things in music. Lonnie Gibson. Lonnie, thank you for coming. Thank you. He sang with us in Atlantic City. He did a song. I'll tell you, it was he killed on a rendition of Babyface, and I wondered why I was not asked back. Our second friend is somebody who was actually in my small band for a long time, and we haven't seen him in ages, and I miss him and I love him. one of the great saxophone players and one of the funniest guys. The last time I think I saw him, we played the Academy Ball. They didn't call me back again either. Say hello to Norm Mano. Norman, Broomall's very own. This is a song that I went on the computer before the job this evening because I wanted to verify some background to this song. In 1959, there was a motion picture, I don't know if any of you remember, called A Hole in the Head, starring Frank Sinatra and Edward G. Robinson. If you don't remember the picture, you would remember one of the songs that came from it. Let's see if I give you a little hint. And we've got high hopes, we've got high hopes, we've got high apple pie in the sky. Very good, you're hired, Tom. But over the credits of the movie, A Hole in the Head, this is the song that was sung by Mr. Sinatra, which won the Grammy Award for Outstanding Motion Picture Song of the Year. Let's do it in time. Today I might not have a thing at all, except for just a dream or two. But I've got lots of plans for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows, they belong to you. Right now, it might not seem like spring at all. We're drifting, and the laughs are few. But I've got rainbows planned for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you. No one knows better than I that luck keeps passing me by. That's fate. But with you there at my side, I'll soon be turning the tide. Just wait. As long as I've got arms that cling at all, it's you I'll be clinging to. All the dreams I beg, steal or borrow on some bright tomorrow, they all come true. And all my bright tomorrows belong to you. It's a beautiful song. Thank you. Oh no, it isn't next. Sure it is. Yeah. We're kind of want to do some different types of things this evening, and this is Boogaloo. This is actually something that in 1968 I went to the Steel Pier. Anybody remember the Steel Pier? The horse, yes. But opening for the Diving Horse was Frank Sinatra Jr. in the main theater upstairs. And he always liked, rest his soul, he always liked to pick some of the more offbeat Frank Sinatra songs. And this is one kind of stuck with me, and we pulled it out again. back at the main point. That's my boogaloo, yes. I saw the Kingston Trio and there was only 2 guys. When I walk through a jam and no one knows who I am, put your head on my chest and I'm Mr. Success. Never closed me a deal. All at once I'm a wheel. Just your head on my chest and I'm Mr. Success. While I once knew a worrying man, he was a harrying man with never a second to play. He had appointments to keep, lots of people to meet. It took 30 hours to make a midday, not for me. Not that I want to be. Just your head on my chest, and I'm Mr. Success. Here he is, Mr. Success himself, James Delorfici. No one knows who I am. Put your head on my chest, and I'm Mr. Success. Never closed me a deal. All at once I'm a wheel. Just your head on my chest, and I'm Mr. Success. Why, I once knew a worrying man. He was a harrying man with never a second to play. He had appointments to keep, lots of people to meet. It took 30 hours to make a midday, not for me. Not that I want to be. Put your head on my chest, and I'm Mr. Success. 'Cause with you, pretty baby, standing by my side, I couldn't be a failure even if I tried, 'cause you made me Mr. Success. We're going to switch gears a little bit. By the way, I usually ask this early on, but did any of you folks ever see Mr. Sinatra in person? 1, 2, okay.
7 times.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, you would know that there was always a portion of the show that he called the saloon songs. And he usually sang 1 of 2 or 3 songs. This was one of them. At that point in the show, if you remember, the lights went way down low, and he lit a cigarette, and on the piano was a glass of Jack Daniels. Well, the lights are up, but I don't smoke and I don't drink. However, this is one of the songs that he did, and it was written by a gentleman by the name of Matt Dennis, who actually played himself in a 1953 film called Jennifer, starring Ida Lupino and Howard Duff. Another one of the great films. But you'll remember the song. Starts out with Hey, drink up, all you people. Utter anything you see, and have fun, you happy people. Drink, and the laugh is on me. Try to think that love's not around. Still drink, and the laugh is on me. Pardon me, I've got to run. The facts uncommonly clear. I gotta find who's now the number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. Excuse me while I disappear. No wonder he needed a drink. Thank you. This is from the Sinatra Basie album of 1963. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains lots of pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. And be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. When you hear it thunder, don't run under the tree. Here it comes. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Tell me about it, Bruce. On the bass, don't make me come over there. Every time it rains, it's gonna rain lots of pennies from heaven. Don't you know that each cloud contains lots of pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling, baby, all over the town. And be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under the tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you. There'll be pennies from heaven for him. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Thank you. Once again, I give you James Dell'Olifici, Bruce Kaminsky. Gentlemen. Tell you. Bruce Kaminsky. James Delora Feature. I'll tell you. These gentlemen will be performing with their own group next week. Yeah, start out. Since they like you so much. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on that bumpy road to love. Still I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never, ever meet again on that bumpy road to love. Still I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, where you changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away. No, they won't take that away. They can't take that away from me. We're going to do something a little different because you folks are absolutely wonderful. And the Kellys are doing some marvelous, marvelous things in terms of a contribution to the arts and the music that we hear. And I want to tell you that right now it's very, very challenging to do it, but these fine gentlemen, with your support, are doing it. once again, a round of applause. The Kellys, Chris, everybody here. There's something happening here every day of the week. And wanted to give back a little extra, especially in that we have Lonnie Gibson, we have Norm Mano, we have two of the greatest jazz musicians up here. I figured, what the heck, let's do a little jazz. Is that, what do you think? Is that, finally. That job with Guy Lombardo is still waiting. Somewhere there's music, how favorite tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above, if you'll come to me soon, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's heaven, though near or far. Somewhere there's music, that's where you are. The light will shine if you come to me soon. How high the moon, let's try this. Mel Torme, eat your heart out. Wavy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. James Delorfici. Every time we do that, every time I do it, I say, we never did it. That's good. We had a request for this, and I don't think that Mr. Sinatra particularly liked doing the song in the beginning, but as time went on, he grew into it. We'll do it for you. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so very amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the word of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. I'll tell you, as you get older, it makes more and more sense. That was written by Paul Anka. change the mood a little bit. Nah, it's not big enough. We got to get bigger. Got to have a big ending. This is true too, by the way. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. Every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I want to run and play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. 'Cause you and I, just like a couple of tots, running around the meadow, picking up all those forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so young. You and I, we are just like a couple of tots, running around the meadow, picking up all those forget-me-nots. You make me young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, a wonderful fling to be flung. Even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do this here day. 'Cause you make me feel so, man, I just feel so. You make me feel so young. Thank you so much. No, I'm not going to tell the story about the waiter who got on his knees and screamed his heart out on this song and made a bum of me every night. I'm not going to tell that story. Start spreading the news. I am leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. And these vagabond shoes, they are longing to stray into the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps, to find I'm king of the hill, the top of the heap. These small town blues, they have melted away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it right there in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful James Dell'Orefice on the piano, Mr. Bruce Kaminsky on bass. My name is Bruce Klauber, and this is Swinging Frank Sinatra. We want to thank the Kellys. Chris, thank you. All of you out there in cyberspace, thank you. And we say, God bless, and we'll see you again. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps, to find I'm king of the hill, top of the list, of the hill. Go ahead, milk it, kid. These little town blues have melted away. I'm about to make a brand new start of it right here in old New York. And you better believe it, baby. If I can't make it there, you know I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Once again, James Dell'Orefici, Bruce Kaminsky, yours truly, Bruce Klauber. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Klauber, Bruce Kaminsky on bass, and James Dell'Orefici on piano. Great. Thank you very much, guys. Replays of tonight's show are on Facebook and our YouTube pages. Donations, if you're watching online streaming, thank you for watching. You can Venmo at Kelly4Music. That's Kelly, the number 4 Music. Under the business tab for PayPal and credit card, go to kellycenter.org and click contribute. In the notes, please type Bruce Klauber if you're making a donation tonight. Upcoming Kelly Center events next Saturday is a terrific young jazz quintet. If you like jazz, who here likes jazz? Anyone? Anyone? I thought so. Michael Kaplan and Michael Mester lead a 5-piece jazz ensemble with some of Philadelphia's most vibrant young jazz musicians. They played at notable venues such as the Kimmel Center, the Exit Zero Jazz Festival, and Bethlehem Music Fest. You can get your tickets at kellycenter.org. In 2022, we are proud to welcome WXPN to the Kelly Center with 2 shows just announced. Christine Havrilla, March 19th, and WXPN welcomes Deb Callahan Band on April 9th. For info on all upcoming shows and events, go to kellycenter.org and visit the event calendar. Extra thanks tonight to our sound and video techs, Chris Klein and Nate Drew. What a terrific job those guys have done for us. On behalf of myself, Tom Kelly, and my wife, Sherry Kelly, who is checking you in tonight, Paul Kelly at the bar, and Susan Kelly, thank you for joining us, and thank you for your contributions. From the Kelly Center for Music, Arts, and Community in Havertown, Pennsylvania, I'm Tom Kelly. Stay safe. Play it forward. Good night.